What's up, all you cool kids? This is Daisy Collins of TsunamiRose.net coming at you live from my craft room here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as I do Monday through Friday, bring you junk journal content and videos. Hello, God's desire for me. How are you, darling? Thank you so much for joining me. So I haven't really been crafting junk journals this weekend. I became obsessed with making bunting or banners, and I said, yes, this is what I need in my life. So I kind of took the idea of banners and bunting, and I said, I already have so much of this patchwork fabric that I could probably make fabric patchwork banners. And so I just got this idea and I just went with it. That's pretty much what I've been doing nonstop since the idea went into my head. Hello, Miss Patricia. Thank you so much, God's desire for me. I am well. Thank you so much for asking. I hope you are too. And so ever since I got this idea of making these banners for my entire craft room, which my craft room is pretty big, at least by my standards, it's pretty large. And so now I have my banners, what I have made, I have it up on my ceiling right now, or up on my wall, so I can't even show you. I can't show you the final product. Because I wasn't sure how big it was and how long it was. I have one big long wall, which I'm making it continuously. I guess it's technically 1, 2, and like an eighth of a wall. And so I believe I made about 50 of these pendants. I can't remember how to say it, but it's something like that. It's a banner shape, triangle shape. And so I already had so much of this fabric. I probably could have made like 2 king-size bed sheets if I wanted to. So I followed a tutorial on YouTube's, and it was the easiest tutorial that I have found. And I'll link it in the description of this video after I'm done. And basically, most of the tutorials on YouTube will tell you to get a template, or they'll include a template, or it's some crazy way to cut a strip of paper, a strip of fabric, and it's just too much for me, right? I just can't. I can't do that. So this video that I followed just has you make a simple square, and then you fold it in half, and you sew down one side. So that's what I did. So this is a 9.5 by 9.5 square, fold it in half, and then that's what this is right here. Fold it in half, and then I ironed it flat. So that is what this all. I know, Miss Letitia. I decided to go on now. Otherwise, I can't go on live till like 10:30. So this is a good time. I figured I'm already doing this. So anyways, I did this. I had some bias tape that I put along the top, and then I also put some lace along the top. So it looks pretty cute. The bias tape is pink. I'll link everything down below. But for right now, I'm just making some fabric patchwork because like I said, I made over 50 of these. Over the course of the weekend. Today I hung them, and I'm seeing how many more I need to make. And then I have a whole other wall that I would also like to have a banner on top of. So I have so many of these to make, and it's not even funny, but I've made so many that I'm only starting to put some together again because I had so many. These I just put together from all of the corners that I cut off from the square. And so I've seen people, these are just triangles. So I've seen people sew 2 triangles together. And then I found some that were the same size and I sewed those together. So I just have a lot of that to do. I have these right here. These are the corners that I cut off. And I also have a lot more other patchwork to do. This is fun because you don't have to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect. Mistakes are fine. I'm also kind of just rigging it like that. I'm not supposed. I'm trying to cut off a little bit of bulk is what I'm trying to do right here. What I'm doing right now is just trying to cut off some bulk, so that way my sewing machine doesn't have to go through that many layers. So I don't know. No tutorials tell you to do this, but also there's no tutorial. There was no tutorials for it. It was just plain pieces of fabric, and I was like, no. I gotta step it up. I gotta do something crazy. So that's when I said, you know what, patchwork. Hello, Daisy. You literally have. Okay. So this came about because I decided to clean my craft room. So I cleaned my craft room, and I said, you know what, Daisy, I finally want to decorate. I finally want to decorate my craft room, and so I'm like, well, I can't decorate until I clean. And so I started cleaning. And then, of course, anytime you start cleaning, and then you're like, ooh, let me look at this. Ooh, let me see this. And then so I started doing this project instead. So my craft room still needs to be clean, but I'm over here like, oh, let me decorate. I got the order of things all backwards, but it's okay. This is for fun. And I did a little bit of decorating. And then I also, on Monday, I went to the thrift shop with some change in my pocket, and I was ready to buy. I couldn't find anything to buy. I went to 2 thrift stores. Found nothing, so that sucks. So I'm still trying to decorate. I do like the thrift style decorations. I'm not a bougie girl, and that's okay. I am a budget queen. Just kidding. I am a budget type of person, and I'm okay with having cheap little things decorating my house. So I'm buying everything at the thrift store basically, and I was just sad that I couldn't find anything to buy. Oh my goodness, I couldn't find anything at all to buy, and that was terrible. I was ready, but there was just nothing. I didn't like anything, and I don't want to just buy things, just to buy things. They gotta be cute, they gotta be special, they gotta have something to do with me, even though I'm buying it at the thrift store. So I'm just holding out for something better. I don't want to just buy, like I said, I don't want to just buy just to buy. I want it to be a little bit personal, just a tiny little bit. Just a little itty bit. That looks funny, but that's okay because when you open it like this, it doesn't look that weird. It looks fine. So now we got this from these 2 triangles. Budget queen. Budget queen, yeah. I was able to manage to stick a ceramic plate on the wall. I used, I have this tape, this poster. I think it's more heavy duty than poster. I got it on Amazon at some point. Some 3M type of deal tape that holds up stuff. And I have a couple of things around my wall hung up with it. And I was like, what if I did this with a plate? So it was just a tiny little, I'd probably say maybe 5-inch, 6-inch plate. And so what I did is I layered some of this mounting tape. And so it made it thick enough till the back of the plate could reach the wall. And it's chilling. I don't know. I told my husband, I said, if you hear anything crash in the night, it's probably this dish because it's held up with tape from the wall. But it looks real cute though. It do look real cute. So I should take a picture. It's just the tiniest little corner that I decorated. It's on top of a library case where I keep my fabric. Tighten that a little bit. But I was able to kind of decorate it. It looks really cute. I like it. It's kind of my style. I've actually never like decorated a space. I've never actually, because I've never lived anywhere like permanently. Everything's been kind of we move every couple of years, you know. And so this place, I should be staying here for a while. So I'm like, you know what? It's finally time for me to decorate my craft room. I had bought some stuff a while ago now, and I just had it laying around. So I finally found a little bit of use for it. And now I'm on this like, okay, let me decorate the rest of my house, decorate the rest of my craft room now. I have a wall, the wall that's in front of me now and behind me when I'm on my computer. And, ooh, that's open right there. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, well, that's interesting. So now I've got the bug. Now I want to decorate. So the wall behind me and in front of me at times. I want to do like a flower collage. Like I want to do like, you know what, like those gallery walls, you know, where you have a bunch of stuff. Just a gallery wall. That would be fabulous. Okay, so these basically fit together. Let's put them together then because they go together. Let's go ahead and put this over here. Miss Letitia, I dropped off your flowers at the post office this eve. I guess was it afternoon? It's 4:30 afternoon. Or was it 5? Maybe it was 5. I think it was 5. I guess it's evening. 5 o'clock in the evening. Come on, little sewing machine. Let's go. There we go. Sometimes I gotta push along. I'm not a professional, okay? I'm not claiming to be. I kind of just make it do what it needs to do. Which is why I like these patchworks. For my usage, they come out pretty good. For what I need it to do, we're all good. So this cut here. I'm just removing some bulk, and I couldn't do that close of an edge normally. That feels pretty bulky right there, but that should be okay. Okay, so now we got this little piece here made of these triangles, and I know there's some quilting thing with triangles, but things that have to like match up perfectly, I'm just not good at that yet. And I've never attempted to be good at it, so I would need practice for all that. But this is cute right here. These two triangles look good, so let's do that. Just try to make sure they don't have too many fabrics alike. So let's do some debulking. Just cutting things off that are not necessary, like all this right here will not show. It actually has been a while since I've worked on patchworks. I just have so many of them. I didn't really need to work on it. I just kind of pulled out from my stash. But like now I don't have any, so now I have to make more. But honestly, I have so much fun with this. Just like sewing little pieces of fabric together. And like I said, you don't have to be perfect. So that's why I'm comfortable. That's why I'm comfortable with these projects. If you've ever wanted to, just look up different patchwork. There's different patchwork techniques. This one's technically called, I think, like crazy quilting, crazy patchwork. Hang on, it keeps eating the edge like a. Please stop doing that. There we go. I've also tried string quilt. String quilt patchworks are fun and pretty easy. You can either be precise or do different sizes. But this is so much fun to do, and I get all my fabric from thrift shops pretty much. So when you buy from thrift shops, you get a lot of fabric for a little bit of money. And since I'm not a professional, that's great. That's perfect for me. I have to lint roll myself down before I leave this desk because I am covered in threads right now. Threads, dust, little pieces of fabric, all that good stuff. And I have to lint roll myself down. So I have a lint roller right next to me. Okay. So I open it up and I just make sure that I don't feel too much bulk. And we're good with this little patch. This is done. Now we've got these little patches here. These would look cute together. Hi, Cheryl. Jude. I didn't see Jude. Oh my goodness. Hi, Jude. Daisy, if you get a little bit of fabric to start sewing called a leader. We'll start the thread. But like, how do I take that little piece of fabric off? I've seen people do it. There's this one lady that I watch and she does that. She has this little piece that she always keeps on her sewing machine. Maybe that's what you're talking about. I do get that as an issue. If you get a little bit of fabric to start your sew, called the leader, you snip it off and keep it. I'm gonna have to look that up. Forgive me, I'm not very smart and I need examples. So I understand that I just read that out loud, but I'm kind of like, huh? So I just have to look it up. So I'll look it up, Miss Jude, so forgive me if I don't do it right now. But I will look it up. Again, I'm doing what's unofficially called debulking because I just came up with that. And it's just very specific for this technique because I kind of have to sew over it. If I have to sew over all these little corners, it's going to be too much. So, not official quilt technique. Just a little daisy thing I do here. Okay. And I usually don't do this for covers. I don't debook or whatever term I just came up with. I found that this makes it a little bit easier to sew this together here. It look like we're good. It doesn't always bunch up. Sometimes it's because I go too fast that it bunches up. And if I go a little bit slower, it's fine. Just trying to match up these two fabrics here. So my end goal here is to make 9.5 by 9.5 squares. that is my ultimate goal. So I need to make, I don't know, literally I think I need to make like 75 of these squares. So just like wish me luck. I'll be doing this for the next couple days. So honestly, if you want to join me, I'll go live doing it. But that's literally what I'm obsessed with right now. So I said I might as well just go live doing it because I've been just not going live because this is all I've been doing. And since it's technically, I posted about it on Junk Journal Junkies chat, and I'm like, this is not exactly Junk Journal related, but it is going to go in my Junk Journal craft room. So therefore, technically is Junk Journal related. So that's why I'm like, I'll just go live doing it because I'm literally obsessed over doing this. And so like, I just have to do it. I have to do it. And so that's what I'm doing. Literally, I don't even know how long that I haven't gone live since. I guess I started this probably on Saturday. And I've been going ever since. I was able to make over 50 of them. And I kind of rushed it a little bit. My hands are a little bit jelly. Or they were. They're good now. I just kind of kept going. It was just too much fun. I love doing these patchworks. I've never made an official quilt or anything, but I just honestly have so much fun doing this. Just like playing with fabric, cutting it up, putting it together. I'm not an expert, so nothing has to be perfect, so I'm just having fun. And honestly, I don't know. This is so much fun to me. They look good when the little leaders are used in snippets or for clusters of fish. See these little triangles here? And I cut really close to where I sew, so that way it removes all the bulkiness of the fabrics. So this is great. This is great. And I think this is the only other triangle I have left. Okay, so now I only have this pile of patchworks that I've made in the past. I have little 2 pieces that I've done here. Hang on, let me organize myself because otherwise this is going to be a mess. Is this single little pieces? I don't need that. Okay, so hang on, let me organize this. I have little pieces here. 4x4 patches. Let me get those out of the way, and these single pieces will move off to the side because I want to work with big pieces that I already have and just keep adding to it. That's what I've been finding the easiest to do. We'll play with these little pieces later. Like I said, look, this is all patchwork that I've already made. So I was like, I'm not going to get out more fabric and cut that. I said, I already have all this. Let's do something with all this patchwork you decided to make one day, Daisy. Oh, I guess it wasn't one day. I've been obsessed with patchworks, making patchwork stuff for like, I guess 2 years now, 2, 3, I guess 3 years now. I started this when I was living back on the trailer. That was almost 3 years ago now. Crazy. Hang on, oh my gosh, all these single pieces need to move. These little pieces need to move. I want my big pieces. Get out of the way. Okay, this is what I need. Yes, get out of the way. This is a nice strip here. Zena, hi Zena. Don't they? I just decide, I get all these like pink. I guess I'm like obsessed with getting pink because everything's like in pink. Pink pastel flowers, that's what I tend to go for. I hardly have any prints or like patterns, I should say. It's all like floral. Okay, so there's this big patch right here. Which, okay, it's pretty big. This is a nice size right here. There we go. Okay, we are getting into the good stuff. All the good stuff. Okay. Okay, move Move over. This is all the patches that kind of got cut off of other stuff. Some stuff's not even done yet, but that's okay. We're working with everything right now. It's all on the table. Just cut it off. Let's keep working. Okay. But of course, I got to get myself organized first. Okay, these are all little strips, which are great. Let me put those off to the side. These are strips, so we'll put that strips with these strips. We got this piece right here. This is great. Again, I'm making 9x9 pieces. So I need to add fabric pieces until I reach 9x9. 9.5 by 9.5, I should say. So you can make these any size you want. You can make these really tiny. I just thought for my wall, because it's like the whole wall, I would want it to be some significant size. Okay, so, but you can make them any size. Why did I not do, oh yeah, I poked out the end. That's why I didn't use this. So I'm like, why am I not using this? I could cut it open and reuse this, but I'm not in the mood to do that right now. Okay, so we have all these strips. This is great. Okay, what did I do with this? Oh yeah, I sewed this one inside out. I sewed this one the wrong way. So I'll undo that one later. Okay, so I got a bunch of strips. That's great. And then we have these big pieces that I just need to add stuff to. Oh, there's so much fun stuff. There's so much fun stuff, you guys. See, sometimes I'm telling you, sometimes you want to do a project and you want to finish it, right? But honestly, sometimes I just want to do something. Like sometimes I just want to sew fabric together. And so I just sit here and sew fabric together. I have no idea what it's going to end up as or be. Sometimes I'm just like, just sew the fabric together if that's what you feel like doing. Just do it. And so now I'm over here like I know exactly what I want to do. And now I have all this work already done. And it just makes it so much fun that you have, pieces already kind of done. It makes it a little bit easier to get going, Okay. Okay, then these are pieces that got cut off of the other stuff, I think. Okay, so I'm moving stuff around here. I'm trying to get organized. These are the big, big pieces. Okay. So, okay, let's just start. Okay, I got more strips though. See, everything is kind of disorganized. I've kind of been moving stuff around on my desk. Okay. Okay, this is a start. This is a great start. Okay, so move stuff out the way. I really feel like claustrophobic sometimes, so I have to move things out the way. All right, so we have this, and also I have this measuring thing on my table, so I can see how big I need it to be. So 9.5 by 9.5 is the size I want it to end up. And so this is 3, 6, 9, 10. This gray here is pretty much the size I want this to be. I always like to make them bigger than they need to be. So look at this right here. It's pretty much the same size. Well, it's not, but it can be at the end. I'll just sew it together like this and then just chop this off. Who cares? That's how sometimes I get those little pieces. So let's sew this together here. Let me get my clips because these longer pieces I have been clipping. Let's see. Zena says, I'm dog and house sitting for my friend. I wanted to bring stuff to make, but I couldn't decide. Okay, let's get these clips. And I like to pretty much give myself some breathing space, so I won't begin at the very beginning. I give myself some space to mess up. So I'll start at like a 1/4 inch in. And let's just get these together here. These together over here. Okay. But I'm 5 minutes away from Steve. Lucky me, she decided to buy a house near him. Ooh. Let's see. Gotta make sure my seams underneath aren't going the other way. Those crunch, crunch, crunch. It's a lot of seams I have to sew through. I can't believe I have to make like 70 like 70 more of these banners. Only 70. And then I learned how to use bias tape. So that was fun. I never used bias tape before. Okay, so I believe with this, we got our 10 by 10 square, which is more than I need. So hang on, I'm going to have to cut some of this off because it's just so unnecessary. It's just so unnecessary. Added book. Hang on, I buried my stuff. I buried all of my stuff. Let me go ahead and hang on. I should get my long ruler, but I'm too lazy. This, I might keep this piece right here. It's good enough for something, maybe. I don't know. I do become a hoarder with these little pieces. I do become a little bit concerned. So I always keep those little pieces because they always go somewhere else. Let me cut some of this out of here. Okay, so this should be, yep, my 10 by 10 square. Like I said, I actually need it to be 9.5 by 9.5, but I always like it to be bigger, and I have to press this before, of course, I cut it. So this is done. I'm going to put this off to the side as done. Hang on, let me hijack my other chair and just put that on there so I don't get confused. Okay, so here's another piece. Pretty much done. I just got to get some strips. Let's see, where are my strips? Do I have bigger sizes? Wider? Well, I have this other thing that'll make it. Like I said, I've been making them bigger, and then I'll just cut them down. I'm not. This is actually from the other piece that I sewed together. So these are all just kind of Frankensteined off each other. I guess some of the ones that I made were a little bit bigger, so I had to cut them down. So this has been a kind of a fun project. I wasn't sure. I really wasn't sure if my sewing skills were up to it, because there's a lot of steps in making these banners. Oh my goodness, there's so many steps, especially if you're making like 200. Especially if you're making like 200 of them. But you know what? I really enjoyed it, and it makes me feel really proud. The final result, like I said, it's up on my wall. Otherwise, I would show you. Gosh darn it, I am proud of myself. Oh my goodness, I am proud of myself. It looks really good. Like, it looks legit. I'm really proud of that. My straight stitch has gotten so good. I didn't think I could do it, but I freaking did it. And it just feels good to learn new skills. Okay, so here we go. Here is this next square. I need to get my ruler finally. You stop being lazy. So this is pretty much what I'm gonna do all night long. And then tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna, like I said, I'm doing this live now that after I decided to do it live. So I am, like I said, I'm gonna finish the patchwork because that's gonna probably take me a day or so. Oh, there we go. There we go, 10 by 10, all right. What are you using these for? I'm making banners, Miss Azina. Making this. I have the tape for the top. I put a piece of lace here, and I'm going to hang them all over my room. Like I said, I would show you, but I have it hanging on my wall. But they're banners to decorate my craft room. That's how I say this isn't specifically junk journal related, but like at the same time it is. All of the tutorials online were just for a solid piece of fabric, but I said that's too normal, so that's too basic. So I said that's not torturous enough for me. So I decided to step it up a notch, you know, really show them how it's done, you know, Vegas style. I'm just kidding. That's so cheesy. Vegas style, you know. Anyways, yeah, that's when I decided to do it. Girl, I just got this like thing, okay? Just one night I said, how do you make banners? And then it was history. I've made over 50 of them already. And I need to make about another 75. I'm going to make them go all over my room. Right now, they are, I would say it's almost halfway done. But halfway is still, it's still too long. So I need to make 9.5 by 9.5 squares. So that's why I'm sewing all this. I was going to say gluing, but that doesn't make sense. That's why I'm sewing all these fabrics together. You know what? I should have been cutting all these threads the whole time. Yeah, this is a mess, Daisy. You could have cleaned it up as you went along. Lesson learned for when I make patchwork fabric next. I already pretty much used up all the patchwork fabric that I had. I made so much of it. And I had no idea what I was going to do with it, but I just really enjoy sewing scraps of fabric together. I really do enjoy it so much. German Shepherd lady, hi. Now, I'm not going to lie, it did take me about 4 days to get 50 of them done. So it's not a fast process at all. Is it necessary? No. Is it beautiful? Yes. So I need to do it. And honestly, I'm just having fun. Like I said, learning new little skills. And pretty much like, I was surprised that I was able to get this done. And like I said, it looks really good. And like I said, I would show you it, but it's up on my wall right now because I needed to see if I needed, how many more squares I needed. Pretty much. I will show you how much of it I have done. I've made 50 of them. My poor husband, I had him help me. I had him help me put them up, and I said, and this is only the first time you put them up. I said, the next time will be for reals. For real. It was a struggle. It was a struggle to get them up. It was not easy at all. And he's 6'4", and I tried, and I only got one up, and I was like, okay, that's enough. I need help. Okay, so here we have another. Like I said, I only need 9.5 by 9.5, so this is big enough. I'm just trying to make it as big as this gray square here. So done. So there's another one. That's number 2. So here, I think these were, yeah, I chopped these off of the other banners that I made. So let's see, I still have big pieces, but that's too big. This might be okay. This might be okay. Teresa, hello. Okay. All right, so let's sew these two together because why not? That's why. Why not? Okay, there we go. I've never used, I bought these clips, but I've never actually had a lot of use for them. But man, am I getting use out of them. This project, I have been using these clips for this. I used the clips when I did the bias tape. I've been using these a lot. I'm kind of glad I have them. I'm glad I bought them. They've been fabulous. I have pins. You know what? These clips are so much nicer. And I don't have to worry about pinning them incorrectly. I do suggest you get these pins are great. I mean these clips. It just helps with the long pieces like this. Pin it together. Okay. Here's another one. Another square done. Let's go to the next one. Got this. It's good enough. It's good enough. Let me move my stuff around. But I need 70 more tables. I need 100 more tables. Thank you. Please and thank you. See, I have other pieces. This one is large. Pretty large. So I wonder if I have any strips that'll fit that. Let me look at my pieces over here. That's too small. I need a little bit more here. That's too big. What do I have? Daisy, what do you have? You have this. But, you know, I don't like those two pieces. They shouldn't have been together like that, but whatever. We have to have some. Does this fit? But I also have to think that the seam will make this smaller, so I actually need it to be bigger than that. This one might work. Yeah, this will work. Okay. So let's do this. So we're going to sew these together here. Yes, this is good. This is good. There we go. Now, it'll go here. Now, one thing I need to do is I'm going to cut this part off here because it has this little bit here that's not going to show, and it's already a little bit too big. So let me just cut just this bit, top bit over here. about 1/2 inch I'm going to cut off. That'll remove some of this bulk here. It's just unnecessary because the fabric is already too big, so not necessary. Then we can sew these together. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, oh, I gotta grab another tool. Since I don't have my iron out, I'll do that at the next step. That's another thing I need to do. I'll spend a whole 1/2 day sewing and then a whole 1/2 day ironing. So here's what I'm going to do. I don't have my iron, but we have this little tool here that kind of flattens it out so that I can sew it together and I don't have to iron it at this point. I'll iron it at the next point. So let's sew these pieces together. And there was this one point where I kind of went sewing mad. Sewing and kind of like patchwork mad, and I bought a bunch of tools. And I am putting into use. I have all these different rulers that I never really use, and they're getting used with this project for sure. I had to make the banners 9.5 by 9.5 because that's kind of the next step up that I have is a 12 by 12, and that was too big for the banners for me. And so I was gonna do 8 by 8, but then I thought, what's the difference between 8 by 8 and 9.5 by 9.5? So I just started doing 9.5 by 9.5 because I have that square ruler. I said, just use what you got, use what you got. Don't worry about having the ideal whatever. Just use what you got. Hi, Miss Kimberly. How are you? I got some iced coffee, so I am ready to go. I am ready to sew. You guys will be so impressed with me when I do my bias tape. I promise. I'm surprised at myself. So I actually took several tutorials and kind of picked and choose which techniques I wanted to do. Like I said, I will link to the video that inspired this specific banner, but then the way that I did the string part is different than this video that I made the banner with. I took different techniques from this video and that video. Okay, so this is the size that I need it to be. Let me cut off some of this here seam. Don't need all this bulk here. That'll just be a little tougher to sew through later. So I'm just gonna cut it off. Now we have a smaller seam. And there we go. So now this is gonna get put to the side, and then I'll have to iron it before I cut it to size. So we'll do that tomorrow. I don't know, another day. I'm just making 9.5 by 9.5 squares right now. That's all I'm focusing on. That's all I want to do. Okay, so here I just need this bit right here. So let's see what we got. It's already too large, so it only needs to be a little bit. So luckily I do have these long strips of fabric that I could just add that to, and we're done. Like I said, do not be afraid of wasting your time because, like I said, just sometimes I just feel like I just want to sew scraps together and I don't have a final project idea in mind, but I just get these like urges. So I just get these crazy urges to cut fabric into little pieces and sew it together. And if that's how I want to spend my Saturday night, sue me. Okay, sue me. Misty Diane, hello. From Texas. Hello. My parents are in Texas right now. They're visiting my siblings. So happy for them. I'll go when it's not 100 degrees in the summer and humid. Okay. There we go. We got this clipped. I could put another one here just for giggles. Just for giggles. Okay. Let's get my sewing machine. Oh, I don't know. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has made one of these pads for the sewing machine. It's just a piece of Velcro. It's a piece of felt that I sewed this quilted piece on top. I didn't make this piece. I just found it. But I need to make another one. It's getting kind of grimy under there. And it just helps me move my sewing machine around. Because sometimes I need to push back. Sometimes I need a little bit closer. So that's why I like my mat. Is it ideal? I don't know if it's like against the sewing rules or whatever. It does make my sewing machine bounce a little bit. But I don't mind. It's okay. And we're sewing. And we're sewing. Here I can feel the one underneath needs to move. The seam underneath needs to move. There we go. Okay. Now, give it a rough cut here, rough cut here. And then I need to cut, make sure I'm on the right side of what I need to cut. Okay, this side right here. Okay, I need to cut some of this seam off. Okay, perfect. And now, this is the size that we need it to be. It's actually bigger than it needs to be, but that's fine. This side is a little bit crooked, but you know what? That's fine too. No problem. Next. Next, I got this piece here. And it looks like it just needs a little bit here at the top. What cutter are you using? It's so smooth. It's just a little Fiskars from Walmart. It's just like I think this is probably like $9. It used to be like $9. Now it's like 13 or 15. That was some thunder right there. So yeah, this is just a little cutter from Walmart. It's by Fiskars. It's nothing special. It's just a normal rotary cutter. Just your basic little rotary cutter. But you know what? I do buy new blades. You should buy new blades for your cutter. So this is just your basic cutter, but I make sure I have blades for it. So I buy some blades off Amazon, like a 10-pack or so. So I always have a blade when it's dull. That's what you need to do. Keep blades handy. I can't believe that thunder just happened. It was so loud. I shook. It's kind of like, whoa. Whoa, honey, what's going on? Let's see. Here is this. And this is big enough. This is actually too wide. So this is good enough. I might actually sew this here because it has a pink one over here. Or I could sew it this way. No, it's too much pink, too much of this fabric over here. So I'm going to sew this here actually. So let's see. I look at the bottom part to see where the seams are going. That way I could try and see if I can match them up so that the seams go the same way. Like right here, all the seams go that way. Okay, so that'll be easier to sew. If all the seams go the same way. Okay, so let's pin this together, or clip it in my case. Clip it, clip it. Oh yeah, it cuts so good. Maybe I need a new blade. You might need a new blade, girlfriend. I always keep blades because they go dull so quickly. So I just bought, it's not even any like heavy duty blade or anything. It's just, regular size that fits the cutter. Nothing fancy, just standard blades of its size. Okay. And buy them on Amazon because you can buy them in bulk. Trust me, ask me how I know. I'm gonna clip this here just for fun. But let's get started here. Let's get going. I even bought heavy duty blades. I love being able to cut through a lot of fabric layers. Did I just cut myself? I think the blade touched me. But I didn't cut anything. I just felt something tingle. Yeah, I thought that was thunder. It was. I was surprised because Vegas is so weird. It didn't look like it was gonna rain. But we've been having we had a very wet beginning of August. It hadn't really rained until the very end of July, very beginning of August. And it's been going pretty hard, I must say. It's been raining. I don't backstitch or anything. Like I said, I'm not a professional, so don't listen to me. Don't come to me for sewing advice. You want to be a professional. I'm just here for fun. I'm just here for a good time, okay? But good practice is to backstitch. My projects are so like temporary, or like I'm gonna glue it down anyway, so it doesn't matter. So that's fine. Okay, so this is done. Boom shakalaka. It's done. Next. That's how I get like 100 of them done. Okay, so here's this piece. It's already pretty big. Again, I just need a little strip. So let's get that done. Jen, what do you mean your sewing machine day? You just got it, girl. What do you mean? You still have warranty on it. Go get that warranty, girl. What do you mean? I wouldn't even blame yourself, girl. Just take it back to the store and just be like, I don't know what happened. It's not working. I had to do that with my sewing machine too, and I went to a point. I didn't know what was wrong with it, so I just took it back, gave me a new one. I don't know. Ooh, it's thundering. Ooh. It's shaking. It is shaking. It has been pretty rainy out here. They even closed from Las Vegas to California, the path. They closed it, the freeway. So when they do that, that's some serious business because they never close that freeway unless it floods or snows. They will not close that freeway. Okay, so I try and take a look at the seams here. If most of them go this way, then I'll sew it, the way that they should go. That's twisted. That should be this way. Flatten that out a little bit. Just right here where I'm going to sew it. That's good enough. I think I'll sew it. No, I have to sew it this way because this has more seams I need to pay attention to. This one has like 3. There goes the thunder. There goes the rain, you guys. And it floods out here. I don't know if y'all have seen. There's a lot of recent videos where it's like raining and there's like flash floods. It's been getting kind of ugly out here. Basically, our dirt is like concrete and the water does not absorb. It just like rivers off the ground. And it's an issue out here. I've never ran into that issue myself. Because I typically, if it rains, I don't leave the house. I'm not leaving the house. I'm sorry. I don't like the rain. No. But it becomes a problem. Hang on. This seam needs to be down. I got a baby lock with an extra long warranty. Girl, get that warranty. Go check that warranty. Okay. Oh, and you got a new one. You upgraded. Ooh. Baby locks are fancy. I think this one's a baby lock. Yeah. Man, I wish my husband wasn't snoring right here on the couch. I would sew. I know what my playtime will be tomorrow. I am sewing. I need to do some junk journals and make. Ooh. My husband, I don't know, maybe from a baby, he's been trained. Me too. I mean, I used to sleep at parties. We've been trained to sleep with noise. I am such a heavy sleeper. And not literally nothing will wake me up. No noise will wake me up. I remember parties, family parties, it would be 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and I would be sleeping on the chair. The music blaring in the background. So I think from then it like trained me to sleep with noise. Because my husband's asleep right now. And he does not mind the noise. Is it raining? I think it just started raining. Oh, it's pouring. It is like pouring. This is like Seattle rain, or what I imagine Seattle rain is. I've never been to Seattle. Okay, is this wide enough? Technically, it's wide enough. Because it just needs to be 9.5, and this is darn. You know what? No, let me add another strip. I don't feel comfortable with that, so I'm gonna add another strip here. I have this. Let's add. Oh wait, I gotta cut it. It just poured down. Making payments. Oh dear. Is it one of those real fancy ones? Because my friend has like, well, I guess his is an embroidery machine. He's like, girl, I just bought a $10,000 sewing machine. I'm like, what? $10,000 sewing machine? I'm like, that's insane. It's worth more than my car. But okay, go on with your bad self. If it's in your budget, I'm happy for you. I will be happy for you. Okay, let's do this here. We can move it a little bit down. I'm gonna sew a little bit more strip on here. It's probably overkill, but I'd rather cut it off than not have it be the size I need to be in the end. There are $10,000 sewing machine. Yes, I don't know what it does. I don't know. It better drive me around the block. I don't know. It's like an embroidery machine too. I don't know. I don't know what a $10,000 sewing machine would do, but good for you. I guess. Oh my goodness. My friend is he likes to buy things. Okay, but I get to play with it, so that's cool. Let's see here. I can see how. I mean, if you make projects enough where you can make that money back, and it's possible. I don't know how many junk journals I've sold that and how much it has added up to where I could justify, maybe. It better make me breakfast. It better make me some breakfast. I don't know. That's all I know. It better make me some bacon in the morning. I don't know. Okay, so here we go. Got this piece big enough. Next. Ooh, this one looks fun. Look at all those shapes. And you know what's fun about these banners is that I use this side, but this is what I actually make, right? The back side of it ends up being straight, but the front side of all my banners are diagonal, and I thought that was fun. It kind of makes it look like I did a lot more work than I did. But look, the back is straight up and down, and the front is diagonal. I don't know what kind of Einstein theory that is, but that is what happened. So I just had to use the front of it, which I could technically use this because the seam, like, it looks like it's part of the design, you know. It's not like a solid piece of fabric and you're like, oh, there's the seam. It's like really hidden in this square. But I really like the front of it instead, so I did the front here. Maybe it comes with a coffee maker attached. Okay, that would be worth $10,000. That is a $10,000 idea right there, girlfriend. You better go get on Shark Tank with that idea. You better go get funding for that idea, because that sounds like a good idea if you ask me. Okay, so I have this piece here. That's too small. I need like a strip right here. Oh, this is what you're making. That's super cute. Yes, I am making banners for my room. Like I said, I would show you guys what I've been making, but it's literally attached to my wall because I needed to see how many more I needed to make. So yeah, I'm making banners, these little pennants. When did you start this? I think I started this on Saturday. Saturday or Sunday. I've already made 50 of them. I made 50 of them off camera. Jen, I was saying, I'm literally obsessed with this. This is all I want to do. So that's why I haven't even gone live, because I'm like, how boring is this? But you know what? Whatever. I'm just kidding. You guys want to watch? You can watch. This is what I'm doing right now. I am not junk journaling. Dang, this rain is crazy right now. I don't even know her. I am not used to thunder and lightning and stuff. I'm from California. We don't have that out there. But we have some here, and it's kind of interesting. Okay, let's line these up. How big is your room? This room is really large. I don't know how big it is, but it is my living room / dining space. My parents used to have a dining table right there. So it's not like huge, but it is large. It is the biggest room in the house, and it's for my craft room. I have already made, like I said, about 50 banners, and I have not covered the biggest wall in my room. I don't know what possessed me to want to do a whole wraparound banner, but that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. So you're going all the way around the wall, or one wall. It's all my walls. I technically, like I said, I have the wall in front of me is like just part of a wall, because then there's doors and stuff. So there's that partial wall, and then I have one big long wall. It's gonna look good. It's gonna be good. I can feel it. And I'm making these really professional. They look really good. Like, honestly, I'm surprised with myself. Surprise is a good word. But I have been having so much fun. It's just been like this obsession. I looked up how to make banners. Actually, I looked up how to make bunting. And I have not stopped dreaming about it. But of course, I had to watch a couple of videos first before I was like, okay, I'm going to do it this way. And when I saw it, I was like, well, why don't I just do my patchwork? I had so much of this patchwork, girl. I was able to knock out 50 banners, no problem, all patchwork. And now I need about 75 more. So here I am making these 9 by 9.5 squares of fabric. But I have so much of this stuff that it's really not even a big deal to make over 100 banners. Isn't that crazy? It's not even a big deal. Like, I have so much of this already done. So it's a pretty fun thing here. I want more of this to show than this fabric. So I think we can even cut it off. Yeah, we could cut this part off here. I don't need this. Just use this later. Okay. Okay. Is this enough here? I need this tiny little strip. The tiniest little strip. Will this work? Hang on, like I said, I have to account for the seam. This might be tight. See, I have this piece. This is too big. Hang on, we have this crazy part right here. This crazy bit. That'll work. That will work. So we're cutting stuff off. I'm literally, I would never do this, but since it doesn't matter, let's do it. I would normally sit here and for like half hour try and find a perfect little piece, but I am just not in the mood. I'm just cutting it off. I don't need it. Cutting it off. And it starts raining and like cue the ambulances because people don't know how to drive out here in the rain. The roads turn to what they call black ice and people be tripping. People trip. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to cut off some of this seam here. Okay. Let's open this. I don't even know what this is called. I saw somebody use it and I was like, I need it. So I ordered it. Freaking love it, but I don't know what it's called. So sorry. I can link it later. I just don't know what it's called right now. Okay, so we got this here and this here. And let's put it together. Yay. Yeah. Let's put it together. Oh my God, I just watched this dog lift and go underneath a blanket on the couch. Oh my. There we go. Just gotta clip. Like I said, I have pins, I have clips. I prefer the clips, but somehow I'm obsessed with buying pin cushions. I love me a cute pin cushion moment. I don't know why I want to buy all the pin cushions, even though I don't use pins. The pin cushions are freaking adorable. There we go. Daisy, did you see the boho cover I made? Yes, it was fabulous. That book looks heavy. I love it though. I've never done a boho journal. I'm more of a pastel type of girl. Just starts raining and it's like cue the chaos. Everybody freaking out. I use the lightweight chipboard. actually liked. Hey, is watching someone so soothing. It literally makes my heart happy. You know what? I like to watch. I mean, I have been watching people sew things that I would never make. That's true. So yeah, it is fun. It is fun. I watch people sew Victorian outfits, and that's fun. It's fun to see a project come together. Okay, cut that off. And then here we go. We got a square. This is way too big, but I'll cut it down in the next step. Right now I'm just making enough space so I can cut it down to 9.5 by 10 by 9.5 by 9.5, not 10. What am I saying? You can make them any size. You just need a rectangle. So whatever size rectangle you want to make. Here's the ones I've already made. I must have already made about a dozen. These are all the completed squares. You guys know I always like to line up my work and see how much I made. Just makes me happy. It just makes me happy to quantify how much work I've done. Look at this. It's not a lot. It's at least a dozen, though. It's at least a dozen for sure. Jen is making a binder journal using the Dollar Tree canvas. Ooh. Yes. This is all my hard work right here. But then I still have all these squares here that I don't know if I'm gonna get to use them right now because I actually need to iron these flat. But these will be pretty easy to add things to. I'll just add a strip here, you know, these will be easy. But yeah, these need to be ironed or I would use them right now. But okay, let's keep going here. Got this piece. This needs, okay, it's not iron. That's why I'm like, why is it so bulky right there? But it's bulky, and then it needs to be ironed. Sorry about the rain noises, you guys. Maybe you guys like it. I don't know. I can't stop it. I could if I would. I hate the rain so much. I hate the rain. Like I said, I don't know why. I feel like everything looks slimy. So that's why I hate the rain. I don't make no sense. I know. I just, you know what? I think it's, you know what? I use glasses, and I hate when my glasses get wet. Because, oh, God. Being a glasses person and getting them wet when they're not supposed to be wet is just the most irritating thing to me in the world. Here we go. We can do this. This will get done. Let's do these. Look at the seam. They all go down this way, so that'll be easy peasy. Let's get this here. What time is it? It's almost 10. My husband's going to wake up. I have to get off. The whole house is, my whole craft right now is booby trapped with lights. They get in his way. So I'm going to log off here at 10. Is this too much? No. We should be good there. It's a little off center, but all this is going to get cut off anyway, so that's fine. I don't care for certain types of rain. We had over 3 feet in our house with Harvey, so rain and I are friends. Yeah, I hate the rain. I really I never liked the rain. I remember going to school raining, and I hated it because I grew up in California, and after it rains during the day, you would see these worms crawling all over the ground. There's my husband's first alarm. And I hated seeing those freaking worms on the ground. Just so gross. Maybe that's why I think rain is gross. There's no worms here in Vegas, I found out. But I still don't like the rain. I just don't like getting wet when I'm not supposed to be. I just don't like that. That's why I don't even like going to water parks for that reason. Plus, I wear glasses and at water parks, I'm blind all the time. Or my glasses are blind. You know, it's just, I lead a very hard life. You know, it's just my troubles. Okay, here's another square done. You want to see the next step? I have to iron. This is the next step for a long time, girlfriend. This is all I'm going to be doing. Tomorrow, I'll do the next step, which is, I guess, ironing. This project is so slow. So the next step is ironing, if that's what you think you're going to miss. But I need to do this for a long time. But the next step is ironing it, and then it's cutting it down to 9.5 by 9.5. And then we make the triangle shape. It's so much. It wouldn't be much if I did like 3 banners, but I'm making like over like 200 probably banners for no reason, just to decorate my room. For no reason whatsoever, just for my own room. Just feels silly, but I don't care. You know what? This is what I want to do. I don't care. Don't judge me. Oh, this is what I decided to spend my time doing, you guys. Actually, I might be able to stay on light because it's technically only one light that's in his way, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just going to keep doing this. So maybe I'll stay on later. We'll see. If I get in his way, I have to go. Okay, is this good enough here? Technically, this is 10 by 10. This is kind of not straight. So I don't know if it's enough. No, I'm not going to add that. The rain. Oh my God, the rain. This, I'll still need to add a strip down here because this is so uneven. Hang on. This is so uneven. Okay, let's see here. Let's do this part right here. I gotta even this out because it's so uneven. I need to add. Okay, it's a little bit better to work with when it's a little bit more even. I don't know why it makes me feel better, but it does. It really does. Hang on, this is not for you. No, hang on, we're working on this one. Okay, so I gotta add to this. And we can do that. This fabric right here. The house is literally shaking right now. Or maybe it's just me and this coffee. I don't know, but I shook. I just shook. Okay, so let's see how our seam's going. They're going this way for the most part. There's just one that's going the opposite way. And then I actually sat here for a while and just cut threads off. This is just a very long process, Like I said, if you're going to make 3 banners, you get it done in 10 minutes. But if you're like me and trying to cover a whole big old room, I'm going to be here for a while. I'm going to be here for a minute. I'm going to need a minute. But I am just so hyper-focused. I don't know what diagnosis you could give me, but I've just been so hyper-focused on making these banners. It's literally all I can think about. I've watched 10 million banner videos. And I got it down. Like I said, if I could, it would take me, oh God, it would be such a challenge to get, hang on. I'm going to do it. Give me a moment. I technically still have my banner. Oh no, I can't do it. No, it's not going to work. I was going to show you the banner I've made so far, but no, I can't reach the other piece. I have a whole string of it pretty much done. Oh my God, my house is food truck. Hang on. If I don't fix this, my husband can't get up. Because I have the ladder by the door. My room is a mess right now. A total mess. And like I said, I started cleaning and then I decided against cleaning. And I decided for these banners. So, choices were made. Okay, let's see here. The only thing that's in your way is the ladder. Are you ready to go? Okay. Give me a moment, you guys. Hang on 1 second. I gotta help my husband get out. That okay. Okay, that's why I wait till after he leaves to go live, but I've been live for almost 2 hours now. Everything is literally booby trapped. I have lights all around me. I'm in the middle of the living room, blocking the door to go out, blocking both exits. And so, okay, we're good. He left. I don't have to worry about my room being a mess. It'd be a mess. Daisy, some Michael's pads are $5 in store. I don't need any though. I don't need them. I have so much craft stuff that I've decided I'm done buying stuff. I have so much stuff to use. I have so much stuff that I haven't used. I need to chill out. So I usually I'm the type of person that's almost like a hoarder. I like to stock up on things, and it's a good deal, but I just can't do it anymore. It's too much stuff. So I gotta stop. You keep telling me all the time, use your stamps. See, I gotta use my stamps. I gotta use what I got for now. For now. Let's see. This would be cute here. Yeah, that would be cute. I could cut off this piece right here, but you know what? Like I said, normally I would sit here and try to find the exact piece that would fit it, but just not right now. I'm not in the mood right now, so we're just gonna make it work. We are gonna make it work a lurk. That's not a phrase, but I made it a phrase. Okay. Gotta tie. Oh, how did I say we gotta tie? We're not tying anything, Daisy. We gotta clip this here. When you gotta listen and use them. I don't know, but I haven't bought any more. I thought you'd be proud of me. I haven't bought any more stamps. I haven't used them, but at least I haven't bought more, okay? I'm proud of myself. I don't care what you say. I'm going to celebrate that. I don't care what you say, Jen. I have no self-control. I think I'm about selling, girl. I like to shop, okay, but I feel too crowded when I have too much stuff. I'm still trying to organize what I got. And I still have some. So for now, I'm good. I've been trying to only buy when I need. Trying. Okay, that's the keyword, trying. Trying to only buy what I need. I've even been thinking like, do I really need this huge stash of fabric? Maybe I should get rid of it and kind of only buy fabric as I need it, like for specific themes. But then also I'm like, you're crazy. Like at the same time, I'm like, no, you need all this. Okay, so here is another block done. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. We're done. Where did I leave my chair? Oh, yeah, I moved it. Oh, I've been putting my stuff on this chair and I moved it. Gosh, darn it. I got put in a playing mood a couple times. Now I have 9 covers fully made. Just have to finish the filling. Ooh. Did I get bit by a bug? Oh my god, there's like a... Anyways. Anyways, not important. What was I saying? What were we talking about? Oh yeah, the covers. I have so many covers done. I have so many projects done, girl. And every time I'm halfway done with the project, I'm getting ready for 7 more projects. It's a sickness. Me and Kelly Snow were like, this is a sickness. You haven't even finished and you're already planning more. Like, it really is a sickness, but you know what? I love it. I love it. I don't even care. Do I have 30 journals going on? I don't know. Maybe. What's it to you? What is it to you? Okay. Yeah, so what? Let's see. Would this be enough? Technically, but no, I want it to be. Do I have a wider strip? Do I? I have to move everything up there. I should have like a little... Hang on, you know what? I need a little tool caddy. Just halfway through this video. Oh, of course it's up top. I'm so mad. I cleaned up my area and I put some... I have a tendency to buy plastic containers. And I put them in my, what I call my spare closet, where I have all my extra stuff. And I put them at the top, so dang it. Can't reach them right now. See, these are two, not big enough. Oh, look, we have another big piece. Yes, big pieces that we just add stuff to. That's what I want. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. This is what I want right here. Okay, so, okay, great. This will finish it off. Perfect. Maybe we should put it down here, though, because we got this right here. Could technically cut this off so I don't have that. Should I do that? Is it going to be okay? I think it'll be okay. No, I'll just leave it on. It's fine. Okay, so let's clip this on here. I usually just give stuff away that I make. LOL, enjoy playtime. Yeah, that's fun too. I like to make stuff just to make stuff. I don't even have to sell it. I just like to make stuff. You know, you don't always have to. I saw this article a long time ago, and it was like, you know, you could just craft just to craft. You don't have to sell stuff, because that's a whole other hobby, you know. If you just want to make stuff and have fun, then just do that. Okay. Done with this bobbin. Oh. Thank you, Miss Misty Diane. Weren't you crying? Let's see here. Oh, if you guys haven't seen, I have a new printable in my shop. I just put it in today. Miss Kelly Snow asked me literally like 10 years ago to make paper dolls. And so this is my paper doll cutouts. It's 23 pages. It's got 17 pages of little tiny clothes. And then it has 6 pages of dolls. Now, the clothes don't fit the dolls. I'm gonna be honest with you. These are just pictures I found off the internet. So I don't know if the clothes match. They don't really match, but you know what? This would be cute to just put in a journal, just like that. This baby reminds me of the baby from what's it called? Toy Story. But look how cute they are. So I have them in 6-inch and 4-inch. But like I said, there's like 27 pages of clothes, you guys. So even just this, wouldn't that just be cute in a journal? Just these little clothes. Like I said, they don't match the dolls, but whatever. These are so cute on their own, which is why I still went through with it. Because these little dresses, these little outfits, and of course I color corrected them because they all have like a yellow tinge. I assume they're from the like 80s or 70s. So I made sure to color correct them so they're nice and vibrant again. Look how cute. Look how cute this big old yellow dress is. Anyways, those are in my shop if you're interested. Newest that I need to do a video on my newest fussy cuts. So we'll have to do that where I show off everything. Again, it's 23 pages of dolls and clothes. They don't match. I just want you to know. But they are adorable, and we'll be making something with them or including them in my journal somehow. I think they're adorable. The colors came out really good once I color corrected them. Okay. So I didn't want to show that. So let's finish off. Not finish off. Let's keep going. Because this is when I would normally have gone live. So whatever. We will just keep going live because that's what I would have done anyways. And this is literally all I'm going to do tonight is just sew these squares up. And then tomorrow I'll have a bunch of stuff ironed and then we can square them off. Like I said, I'm kind of obsessed with this right now, so I don't even want a junk journal. I just want to make this. So sorry if that's not what you want to see. But it's just what I want to do right now. It's just what I got to do to make myself feel better right now. Just sew up these squares. Yes. There we go. Here's another one. Done. Ready to be ironed and cut to size. Okay. Thank you, Miss Jude. Jen says, I struggle with patchwork. It doesn't look even when I do it. It doesn't look even when I do it either, girl. This is pretty even. But I have had some funkier ones. Like, look at this. Look at this right here. That's not even. That's not even at all, and it's fine. This is not even right here. It's crooked, but that's fine too. It's not a big deal. In the end, you're doing handmade stuff. You're not a robot. And I'm not a professional quilter, nor do I try to be or say that I am. See, this is kind of crooked a little bit. Not really, but a little bit. So don't get it twisted. You can still have fun, and it doesn't have to be perfect. This is why I like making patchworks, is because it doesn't have to be perfect. I could never make an actual quilt with stuff that like has to match up and meet in corners and all that. I don't have to worry about that with this. I just have fun. I just sew. Crooked or not, I'm going to use it. So whatever. I am just having fun. That's all. I'm going to put this over here. Okay, so let's see what else I have. I have this piece, which let me even it out just because literally no other reason than I just want to. I want to even it out here. Let's get this here in place. Okay, I don't need any of this here on the side. Don't need it. Do I need any blade? Anytime it starts to skip over spots, I'm like, need a new blade, get a new blade. I always have 10 blades on hand. They last me forever. I buy a packet of 10. They really do last forever. Okay, let's cut these off. It's probably like almost 2 years since I had to buy more refills of blades. Okay, I have this more even. A little bit more evened out. Okay, so now we need about this much here. Okay. When did you get the pink material with the white lace? Pink material with the white lace? Pink material with the white lace. What are you talking about? I'm sitting here like, what? I bought one of those rotary cutters from Hobby Lobby. I couldn't cut the velvet upholstery fabric. To your left. Yeah, what do you mean? I don't have any lace on my table. On the block. Oh, this? Oh, this. I don't know. I had it at some point. I don't have any more of it. But I do have some banners that have it pretty prominently. I don't have any more, though. I think it was a bed sheet. At some point. At some point in its life, it must have been a bed sheet. Am I running out of strips? No. I cannot run out of strips. I'm trying to use my big pieces up before I use my little pieces. This could be in a good mix. Ooh, yes, this would be a great mix for it. Ooh, yes. Oh, here's more of it right there. I had not even paid attention. I'm like, what are you talking about? What lace? I don't have any lace. You meant lace like. That's what you meant. Lace like. You know, they do have heavy duty rotary cutters, Miss Nina. I've seen them. This is just regular, not heavy duty. Oh my god, I had to shred that all up. I think that's how mine end up even, is I kind of even out each section like that before I add it to the next one. Because I've had people say that too, like my patchwork doesn't come out even. I cut it pretty much I cut it along the way. I guess crazy quilting is normally not this straight. I'm going to cut off this piece over here. Nice to have this square. I'll put it off to the side. I'm trying to deal with my big pieces right now, not my little pieces. Okay, so this will fit right here. That'll be perfect. Let's do it. Seams kind of go both ways. Same with the bottom. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay. River City Creative, hi. She did sell it a while ago in a fabric bundle. Maybe I did. Miss Jude remembers. What am I hearing? Hang on, I'm hearing something. That sounds like some alarm. There's a hotel nearby. Maybe it sounds like a hotel nearby's alarm? Something's buzzing, and it's not the cicadas. It is not the cicadas. Marty. Hi, Marty. How are you? Hello, hello. I have just been having a good old time sewing. Just a good old time is being had right over here. I gotta say, somehow my favorite part of this project has been adding the bias tape. I just feel like such a professional. Maybe tomorrow I'll have my husband help me take it off the wall, and then I can show you the final product. I just had to measure out if I'd done enough, but of course I had not. Okay. We got this. Okay. So we have enough. This one is done, completed. Next. Okay, next. Where have I been through? Okay, they're over here. I'm like, where have I been throwing the ones that are done? Okay, so next, let's see. What do I got? We got this piece right here. Now, this piece right here is missing this chunk up here. Okay. Okay, let's see what pieces we got. Okay, that alarm is kind of driving me crazy a little bit. Just a little bit. Is this going to fit? I believe. This is like perfectly sized. And if I make a mistake, then I made a mistake. Hang on, let me see. Let me see. Okay, so this is a size I want to do. Okay, it's still big enough to cut around. Okay, I just want to make sure it's wider than this. Okay, this is the next step, is obviously cutting these blocks down to size after I iron. Ugh, I have to iron, but yeah, the reason why I'm doing 9.5 by 9.5 is because after this size, I believe the next size I have is 6 by 6, and that was too small. So 9.5 by 9.5 size I'm doing them because I have this block. But you can do them different sizes. Okay, then let's sew these together. I gotta let me straighten this out here. Okay, and then I'm gonna do, just try and flatten that right there. Okay. Ugh, that alarm. It's terrible. Okay, so now we'll put these squares together, or these pieces, I should say. They're not exactly squares. It's technically more of a rectangle. I've tried pins. I've tried clips. I say get the clips. That's what I say. I say go for the clips. Okay. Sewing machine back. get some clips. Yeah, they're great. I probably have about 24 clips. I'd say that's enough. But then when I was sewing my banners on the bias tape, I'm like, I could have used 100 clips. There's a digital designer that has her designs on fabric now. We need daisy fabric. Ooh, that's cool. Well, I'm just one little person, so I don't know how I would do that. But I've been trying to get better at patterns, and I could probably design something like that now. I could. Been working on my seamless patterns, which is a new skill. Okay, this looks great. If anybody would like to pay me to do it, you're more than welcome to pay me to make you some fabric. I mean, design you some fabric. Okay, here's this. That's a square. That's done. Next, let's see, we got, what do we got? We got bigger. Okay, we got this piece here. Oh, this is huge. Okay. I normally would make my covers this big, but this is not for a cover. So, like I said, normally I wouldn't just chop it off. I would find a perfect piece, but I'm not in the mood, so I'm just going to cut it off. I'm just going to cut it off, and now we need this much of a piece. Okay. That I can work with. Oh, Daisy Fabric. I think she found a vendor to make them for her. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, this will be enough for that piece up there. So let's, oh, this piece is not supposed to even be here. Oh, that whole chunk is cut off. Okay, fine. Do that. It's fine. Let's see here. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay. I have to keep tightening this because it keeps getting loose. Okay. Is this what I was doing? No, that's the wrong piece. Wait, what was I on? Oh, I lost the piece I was working with. Was it this piece? No, I can't remember, but this does make a complete piece. Maybe it was this that I was working with. Okay, I'm going to pretend that it was. I'm going to pretend this is what I'm going to pretend I know this is what I was working with, okay? I don't know what just happened, but okay. There we go. Whatever. Okay, let's get these together here. Yeah, let's get the bigger size here. Ooh, Miss Dina, you've been doing your music thing. You've been doing your Mariah Carey thing. I love it. I wish I could sing, but I sound like a dying rat. I sound like a dying sewer rat. My voice is very vocal fry, which is not, I don't know if that's ideal for music. Probably not. Okay, here we go. But I always wanted to be good at singing, but I'm not. Imagine a banner in your fabric. Ooh. Marty, the owner of the bar, told Steve that he has to bring me back. There you go. Get those gigs. Get all of those gigs, Tina. There we go. Okay. That needs to be ironed. Oops. Oops. Here we go. It's not stop starting again tomorrow. There you go. There you go. Okay. I went too close right here, like uncomfortably close. But I think we're okay. It's not a quilt. It's okay. Nobody's going to be moving this around except for me when I put it up. Okay, so another square done. Another one bites the dust. Only 75 more to go. All right. This is great. Okay, this is almost exactly to size 3, 6, 9, 10. And I need it to be 9.5. So, I might be able to work with it. Let's see if I have another piece that's just wide enough for that. This piece is. Okay, work. Let's do that. Let's do that. Seams go all kind of ways. Okay. I'm a great singer in my car, alone. She's like, I am a great singer when I'm alone. You know what? Me too, Marty. I am Mariah Carey when no one is around. Okay, and you cannot tell me that I am not Mariah Carey. Okay, you just cannot. Because everybody in the room when I'm alone agrees that I could go double platinum. All the ghosts, they know. They know I'm an undiscovered legend. Everybody, all the dust particles realize and recognize, okay? People might not, but the dust bunnies, they get it. They get it. They know what's under this untapped talent of mine. Okay, you cannot tell me. You cannot tell me. You just can't. I sing in the shower. The acoustics are awesome. Till you step out, right? Till the music stops playing. Till the neighbors call the cops. We are going. And you know what? I was actually also surprised at what this sewing machine can do. My goodness, I've been putting this machine through it. And it's been taking it. It's been taking it. Okay, let's see. Where's my seam? There's my seam. This seam is all sorts of crooked, actually. It's all sorts of crooked, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. It's okay. Okay, perfect. We got another square. Another one bites the dust. Put it to the side. Okay, so got this piece here. There we go. This is all sorts of like ate up, just like messed up, not even at all. Let's go ahead and even it out. There's really no reason to even it out. It just makes me feel better. It makes me feel more at peace. All right, there we go. Now I feel good. Now I feel good about this. Okay. So this piece is just missing a little chunk here. Okay. Okay. I think this won't finish it because it's got a little, I gotta account for the seam there. So I just don't think this one's gonna be enough. Okay, I'm looking around, grabbing stuff. So lots to work with. I did a lot of work, whatever at this point that I don't even know when I made all this stuff. But I did a lot of work at the time. Okay, I think this might do, I'm taking into account the seam, and it still seems to be the right size. So let's work with it. Let's go with it. Let's not question it too much. Let's just make it happen. Okay. This is like exact size right here. Normally I like to give myself some wiggle room, but I guess we're not wiggling tonight. Okay. Stephanie, she took it up and came back. Girl, that's good. That's a good choice. She said, you were sewing, I took a nap, and you're still sewing. Oh man, these ambulances are going crazy right now. You do not want to be in Las Vegas when it rains because everybody freaks out, I'm telling you. It just causes mayhem in the city when it rains. Oh, did y'all see that footage from Death Valley? Did y'all see the footage from Death Valley? Like about a week ago or less, Death Valley got all of its year. They got 1 year's worth of rain in one day. And like I said, when these desert type places, the dirt is so dry, it basically becomes concrete. And it cannot absorb any water. So the water just slides right off. And there was so much flooding in Death Valley about a week or so ago. It was crazy. Let's see. I was so proud of myself yesterday. I finally strung my sewing machine on my own yesterday. It took me Lord knows how many times. Ooh, good. You know what? Step by step. It took me years to learn how to use the automatic threader. Literal years went by without me using the automatic threader. So don't feel bad. We're not all good at the same thing at the same time. Okay? It's fine. I remember, what's her name? Pink Oddbird. Her eye would start twitching like, girl, why don't you use the automatic threader? And I was like, I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get it. But now I got it. Oh, do I need a new blade? It might be time for a new blade. I hate when it eats my fabric. See, like right there, it's not cutting it. It's time for a new blade. Okay. Okay, we just made it. It has to be 9.5 by 9.5, so this is just barely like 9.5. I'm gonna call it done. Whatever, I'm gonna call this one done too. 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, I got 6 done here. And I have about a dozen on the chair. I would say a dozen. So now we got 20. So 20 out of, I think I need to make 75. That's the sound of me going crazy. But also, somehow I don't mind it one bit. Somehow I'm happy I have to make 75 of these. It's okay. It's all good. It's somehow this is fun to me. I am fully enjoying myself. Okay. I'm thinking of threading the bobbin. But yeah, threading the needle is hard. Yes, it is. I'm glad mine has an automatic threader. Zena, you don't use automatic threader, girl. When you learn how, when you want to, when you feel like it and you want to learn, it'll change your life because it changed mine. I didn't used to do it. And then when I did it, I was like, oh my God, my life has changed for the better. It really did. It really did change my life. This will work here. But I literally I didn't do it till I felt comfortable. Which doesn't make any sense now, but I just wasn't comfortable doing it at the time. And now I'm just like, just done. Automatically thread it. And now I'm jealous of those sewing machines that automatically thread it. Oh, you just push a button and it does it. I have to actually pull this little lever down and attach the thread to the needle myself. Technically, if I had an automatic threader, my life would be even better. Okay. That buzzing sound is going to drive me insane. I can't imagine being closer to it. That's not cicada. It sounds like a loud fridge. It's going to drive me crazy. Miss Zena. Okay, gotta cut off this part of this seam. Hang on, I can't. The thread I'm using is white, and I'm kind of far away from my fabric, so I'm like struggling trying to find the thread. Okay, there we go. Okay. Bam, here's another square done. Okay. So let's see. This is gonna need something. Where's my big pieces? I'm looking. Did I use them up? If I did, just tell me. Just tell me, because I think I did. Uh-oh. Okay, here's another big piece. Got to cut off this seam right here. Okay, so this is pretty small. But I think I am out of big pieces now. I'm looking and I think I'm out. I am out of big pieces. And time's already up. I'm at 2 hours. I'm at 2 hours, but I still have 20 minutes technically. I can keep going. Let's see. But now that I ran out of the big pieces, now I'm like, Because now I got to work with these tiny little pieces, which is fine. It's just like, it's obviously a lot more fun when you can just go, go, go. You know what I mean? But now I got to slow it down. I have got to slow it down. Let's see, is this going to be enough for this? Technically, yeah, this would be enough. And again, I am not looking for perfect pieces right now. I am just trying to go, go, go. So I'm just chopping. I normally wouldn't chop, but I am chopping, chopping, chopping. I'm trying to get these done. I don't think I need to pin this yet. Not yet. Next step I do. Okay. Oop, it just ate that little corner. Oops. Are you just gonna keep chopping at that corner, man? Let that corner go. Ooh. Damn, it's being mean to me. It just wants to chew on this particular corner. There we go. Just start sewing a little bit before the fabric and we're good. By the time it gets to the fabric, it's not chewing it up anymore. Okay, there we go. Now we're even. And now we can attach this to this. Once I kind of even this out here. There we go. Now we can put these together. Well, I want to put it together on this side, actually. There we go. This out a little bit. Oops. Might have gone crooked a little bit. Whatever. It's okay too. Okay, here we go. Let's put these together. And that should be another block. I think. I want to say yes. Okay. Let's put these together. My table is such a mess right now. Such a mess. I've gotten so much work done, so that's good. Luckily, my husband understands. I have my husband very well understood. And I've said before, like, oh, I'm sorry about the mess, you know. And he's like, well, your room is supposed to be messy. And I'm like, yes, it is. That's what I like to hear. It's like, your room was supposed to be messy. I'm like, yeah, that's true. Thank you for understanding. Okay. I feel a seam here. Okay, we're good though. Wait, are we? Yeah, we're good. It just feels weird, but it's fine. Try not to get too many clashing seams, but it does happen. Go. Well-trained hubby, right? Yes, he's very well-trained. No, that seam was going the wrong way. Whatever. Okay, so sometimes I mess up and the seam goes the wrong way. Like, you see this right here? I sewed it and it's technically the seam is supposed to go down. So what I do in this case, my little snippety snips, and I just cut diagonally like this. And now the rest of it can fall that way. and it doesn't feel wrong. So that's how you can fix that. It's all good. Okay. Let's see, is this enough? Oh, it's not enough. Somehow it made it short. It made it, is it short or is it the right side? Technically it's the right size because this half point is right here. And it looks fine. It looks funny, but it's fine. So this one's technically done. That one is done. Let's see. Okay. We are getting there. Looks like we need a strip right here. And that would complete that. So let's do that. Okay, so sew these pieces together. I always start one fabric before the other, so I always cut it enough so there's a little bit of edge on each side. At least I try to. Probably could have sewn this without clips, but now I've put too many clips. I gotta continue. Alice doesn't even want to be clipped. Okay, there we go. Daisy, are you making them for a quilt? Are they in order to be? No, these are going to be banners. So I am completely encasing my craft room in banners. For some crazy reason, I have been wanting to make banners for my entire room. So I've already made 50 of them. And now I need to make about 75 more. So I'm making 9.5 by 9.5 squares so that I can get to this point next. Then I still need to add the bias tape. I need to add lace, and then it'll be done. I'm at the almost, I'm halfway done. Halfway done because half of this room is done in banners already. Don't ask me why, but I just feel like I would feel better if my room was encased with banners. I got the decorating bug and I was like, give me this room with banners. Some little banners. And of course, I can't just make regular one fabric banners. I have to make patchwork banners. Because simple things are just not for me. I like things the hard way. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Yes, I make these. I normally make these into journal covers, Marty. I have journal covers with this. I don't know if I have any in my shop right now. I think I sold out of this type of patchwork. Normally, I do make patchwork covers. It's pretty much all I do, actually. There we go. Let's even that out. Let's even this side out. I love also that my desk is basically one giant ruler. I love that so much. Okay, so here's this part. Okay, so now we need this much up here. That's all we need. Just that. Just this plus something over here. Is this going to work? This might work. If I make the seam really small. This will work even better because it's bigger. Okay, perfect. So let's do this. Sew this together. No wonder you get along with Jen and Z. They are both over the top when they're making their journals. Yes, those girls are even more over the top than me. I would have to say. I've never made a junk journal for my junk journal, you know, so I admire Zena for that. I admire her tenacity. I don't even know. That's an ASIT word, which I never took. So I don't know if that's the right word to use. But they go all out. They really do. They really do. I know, Zena. I know it's cute. I'm just saying. That's over the top, girl. That's all. That doesn't mean it's bad. It's just over. It's just OTT, you know? It's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Okay. So there, we got this done now. Good. Now we can attach this to this. Bam. Bam. That's what I gotta say. Bam, bam, bam. That's all I'm saying. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I could have just made one fabric banners, but I said that is too easy, my friends. Oh, you can do this project in one day? All right, I'm going to take 2 weeks. That's how I roll. And you know what's funny is literally probably nobody's going to, maybe like 5 people a year are going to see these banners. But you should see it. If I could turn my camera around, I would, but it's going to face some lights and the banners are kind of far away to see. But I would show you. It looks so cute in my decoration. I'll take a picture. And I'll have to post it on my Facebook or something. I haven't finished decorating, but I did decorate this one top of one of my shelves. And it looks so good. Okay, so this one's done now. That looks fun there in the corner. This probably won't even show in the final project. But it's fine. Okay, so we got another one done. Let's keep it moving. Am I at, is it 10? Oh, it's 10 and 6 minutes. Okay. Okay, let's see what else we got. We got this. This doesn't, does this work? Well, kind of, because this is going to get cut off anyways. So we could match these up. We could put these together. Like I said, normally I would sit here and spend some time trying to match things, but I am just not doing that right now. I'm going with the flow and chopping it off. That's what I'm doing. Okay, my seams. There's a lot of sew iron with with this technique. It'll drive you crazy. It really will drive you crazy. Let's see, what do I got? What do I got? Got this, but then do I need to add something to it technically? No, yeah, it's not big enough. Let's see what else I got. Jen's Domino Journal is so bougie and sweet. I bet her into my challenges over the top too. Okay, let's see. Oh, we got this piece. There we go. That piece will work. I don't know what we're going to do next, but this piece is going to work for me. Let me just even this out here because it just bothers me till no end. It just bothers me. There we go. This is the longest live I've done in a minute. I have not gone live for 2 hours in a minute, but I just could not stop over here. And I will go live tomorrow during the day, probably early morning, because I am going to, or afternoon, because I'm going to go to sushi with my friend tomorrow. That'll be sometime during the day. But at this point, I'm just going to go live whenever I work on this, so you guys can see what I'm doing. And I'll leave all of the links to the videos that I'm following down below in case you guys want to check it out. I kind of took from here and there from a couple of videos to get the banners the way I wanted them to be and the easiest way I thought I could get it done. So I will leave all that information down below. And also I can link some of my tools that I use also. I didn't use many, but I did use some. Okay, I don't think I've seen you on for so long. I know, right? Oh my gosh, it's almost 3 hours at this point. This is such a long project. I could go on for, literally I could go live for like 3 days straight and not finish. Okay, so now I gotta do this line up here. Let's see, what do I got? What do I got? What do I got? All I have is small pieces now. Oh gosh. Okay. No, it's not wide enough. Let's see. Okay, here's some. Might be too short. Maybe this one. No, not that one. Now it's getting more down to the nitty gritty where I have to find pieces that fit. Okay, this will work. This will work. Let's do it. My seams. Okay, they're all looking down. Okay, I'm just going to finish this, and then that is it for me tonight, you guys. I'll go live tomorrow. Probably, actually, no, I'm not going to go live in the afternoon because I have to iron. I have to iron, and then tomorrow night I can cut. So, tomorrow night, I'm not going live during the day. Change that, scratch that, reverse it. I'll go live around the same time. I'll probably stay on live just as long as tonight because I have to, it took me this long to make them, and then I had to cut them. That takes a minute too. So I'll have to cut all these down tomorrow. If I even get to that, we'll see. I don't know. There's so many little steps with these banners, but honestly, it's, I don't know. Somehow it's fun. Somehow it's still fun. Actually, let's do this. Okay, everybody, I'm done for tonight. Well, I'm not done. I'm done going live, though. All right, you guys. I am done for tonight. I will be back tomorrow night. Probably around the same time. Probably around 8-ish, I would say. And I'm going to cut these down. It's so boring, guys. I have to cut them down and then I have to iron it, and then I have to cut them down and then I have to iron it. Isn't that funny? Anyways, we're on our way. I've already made 55. What's another 75 of these? Whatever. Okay, I hope everybody has a good night. Thank y'all so much for joining me on this live. I know it's a little bit longer than normal, but hey, it's all good, right? Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank y'all so much for chit-chatting with me. Marty, so can we watch you make the banner flags? This is the banner flags. You have been watching me. They're not banner flag shaped yet, but like I said, tomorrow I'm going to spend the day ironing, and then at night I'm going to cut it with you guys. So I'm going to cut them down to size, and then probably the next day is when we will sew them to the banner shape, kind of. It's a lot of steps, you guys, and I'm doing a lot of them. So eventually they will become banner shaped. Eventually. But again, I'll leave all the videos that I followed down below. So if you guys don't have 7 hours to watch me make these, you can watch the videos that inspired each step that I'm doing. Okay? I hope everybody has a good night. Again, thank you for your companionship, everybody. Thank you guys for chit-chatting with me. I will see y'all tomorrow night. Bye-bye.